Welcome to this video on using the F calculator in RGuroo. Let's begin. After watching this video, you should be able to use the F calculator in RGuroo to find the critical F value. Disclaimer, this video only instructs you on how to use RGuroo technology. It does not explain the theory behind the F distribution or behind a 1Y ANOVA test. To learn more about the F distribution or the ANOVA test, please watch my other videos. So when you log into RGuroo, your screen should look something like this. So we're going to come over to the left side accordion menu, and we're going to select probability simulation, and then probability calculator, and then continuous. So there's a few things to look at. The main thing is that what distribution do we want? So right now the default setting is a normal distribution. And if we click the drop-down menu, we can see there's a lot of different distributions to choose from. And in this case, we want to do the F distribution. So the first thing we want to think about is, are we feeding this the F value and asking it for the area under the curve, or do we know the area under the curve and want to know what F value is associated with that? So if you're doing an ANOVA test, a one-way ANOVA hypothesis test, then you are going to feed into this calculator the significance level, or the alpha, and ask the calculator to produce the F value that is associated with that area under the curve. So that is the option that you want. The next thing you notice is it asks for both the numerator and denominator degrees of freedom. So I'm going to use 2 and 2 here. Okay, this aligns with the example that I did in my other video. And then remember, if you're using the F distribution for ANOVA, you're always going to do a right-tailed test, meaning that you want the area in the upper tail to be, and let's pick a significance level of 0.05. Okay, so at this point, that is plenty of information to perform or to get the F value associated with that area. So we can hit the eyeball and notice the critical value is 19. But I also like to select the graph icon. So let's see what happens if we do that. And when we do that, then we get this picture. Now, I don't need this graph to go all the way up to 3,000. So what I could do is I could just have it go up to, I don't know, let's say 50. So down here under axis limit, I'm going to go from 0 to 50. Okay, and then I'm going to look at it again. And now you can see the curve, and you can see that 19 is the value. Again, this is the critical value, so that if I drew a line here, the area to the right of this value, the area under the curve, is 5%.